Welcome to lecture number 10 on resistive circuits. In this video, I am going to discuss power supplied or consumed by sources. So you see in the circuit, in resistive circuit especially, we are having three kind of elements. One is voltage source, other one is current source, and resistance, right? And we know that resistance will always consume power, okay, will absorb power. So we'll consider this thing. If it is a resistance R, then if current is flowing in this direction I, then voltage will develop. This is positive, this is negative, and that value V equals to I times R. Okay, and if direction is opposite, so same resistance R, if current is flowing from this side, then this end is plus and this is minus, and the value is again, if this current is I, then it is I times R. So a resistance will always, this R will always consume power. Right? And that value is the P, we can write simply B times I. Okay, so we can rewrite that, we can replace I by V upon R, that means it's V square by R, or we can replace V by I into R, so this is I times R into I, that means I square into R, right? So this power we can calculate, this is simply V times I, or I square R, or V square by R. So if both the quantities are known, voltage and current, we will go for this one. If any one quantity is known, suppose I is known, then I will go for I square R, otherwise I will go for V square upon R. Okay, and you should notice this one, when current is entering to this positive terminal, in that time we are considering that power is consumed. Okay, and if it is opposite scenario, means from positive terminal, if current is leaving, that will consider as power supplied. Okay, so now we have two kind of sources. One is voltage source, okay, another one is current source. Now in the voltage source, voltage is fixed. This end-to-end terminal, that potential is suppose capital V. But current to the voltage is not fixed at all. Okay, it depends on other circuit parameters, and uh, highly likely that current is supplied by the source. So if current is leaving from this side, point terminal, this I, then this source, voltage source, will supply power. Okay, and that power supply value will be simply V times I. But if the same source, due to other circuit elements, if it happens that current is entering to this side, this current is I, that time that source will consume power. Okay, so it will consume power, and that time I write P equals to again B into I. Okay, so we can consider positive and negative sign. So power supply we can consider negative sign, and power consumed as positive sign, that convention we can take, but important thing is that we should understand whether power is supplied or consumed. So if from plus terminal current is leaving, we'll consider it is supplied, power is supplied by the source. So here in this case voltage source will supply, but in second case current is entering to plus terminal, that implies that that source has to consume the power, right? So similarly, if it is a current source and the potential across the current source is not fixed, it depends on other circuit elements, and if it happens that this is plus, this is minus, and if voltage is V, then you see this from plus terminal again current is leaving, so that time it is power supplied. Okay, and value is again V into I. However, if for the same current source I, if voltage developed across the current source is opposite, this is minus, this is plus, then it is V, that time it has to consume power. Okay, and value will be P into I, P equals to V into I. So that we should understand, right? Now we'll take one example. Okay, there we'll see that every element, okay, in the circuit, they are either consuming power or supplying powers, but I will see that the total supplied by the sources will be total power consumed by other circuit elements, right? Let us see that one. So take one example. Okay, I'll consider one example. Very simple circuit. This is suppose 4 ohm, this resistance, this is suppose 2 ohm, and here is a source, voltage source, its value is 15 volt, and I will consider one more source here, and this is a current source, suppose downward, and that value is suppose 3 ampere. Right now, as these two are resistances, so one 4 ohm resistance, one 2 ohm resistance, so we know that these two elements, they are going to consume power. That is 100% sure. Okay, but we are not sure about these two sources. At least one source obviously should supply power, and other should may supply or may consume. Okay, let us understand. Let us first solve this circuit. Means we have to find out the current through the source, supplied by source, or voltage developed across the current source, or current or voltage across the resistances. Okay, those things we need to understand, find out. So this is simple circuit. I think we can solve it using one node analysis. That will be very easy one, because if I consider this is a node, ground node, then this node potential is suppose V or VA, node A, this is node A, and node potential is VA suppose. Okay, so here I can take KCL at node A. Okay, so from here the current living is VA minus 15 upon 4. The current living through 2 ohm will be VA minus 0 by 2, and this side current living is 3 ampere. So total addition is 0. Okay, so that will write VA minus 4 upon 15, right? Sorry, this VA minus 15, the source, and the resistance is 4. Okay, so Va minus 15 upon 4 plus Va minus 0, this potential is 0 and resistance is 2, right, plus 3, that is equals to 0. Now we can simplify. So this one we can take LCM 4. This is Va minus 15. It is plus 2 Va. And this one I can take to right side minus 3. Right? So this 2 Va and Va, 3 Va minus 15 equals to minus 12. So that implies 3 Va equals to 15 minus 12 equal to 3. That means Va equals to 3 by 3 equal to 1 volt. Okay, so we have got this is 1 volt. This is equal to 1 volt. So what is the current through this one? So that current is suppose I1. Okay, and you see the potential across this element is 1 volt that we have got, and it is same as across this one. This is also 1 volt. Okay, so we need to find out this I1, then everything is fine. Okay, so what is I1? I1 is very simple. So this node potential is 15 volt. This node potential 1. So 15 minus 1 by 4 is the current flowing from left to right direction. 4. That means 14 by 4. 2, it is 7. It is 7 upon 2 ampere. Right? So we have got everything. Now we'll calculate the power. Okay. So power by this 15 volt source. Okay. So you see this 15 volt source is this current I1 is positive. That means in the same direction. This current is leaving from this plus terminal. That means 15 volt source supply power. Okay. Will supply power and P equals to V times I. Okay. V is 15 and I is your 7.2. That means this is 5 and 105 by 2. So it is 52.5 ampere. This is supplied. Okay. Now this 3 ampere source, what will happen? Now you see in the 3 ampere source, this is the current flow and current is entering to plus terminal. Okay, so you see current is flowing this side 3 ampere and it is plus, current is entering to plus terminal. So this 3 ampere current source now has to consume power, absorb power. Okay, that power will be how much? So this one, okay, so I'll take a different color to indicate that this is power is consumed. Okay, so this power is 3 into simple 1 equal to 3 watt. Okay, sorry, this is 0 watt. Okay, it is consumed. Okay, now this 4 ohm source, 4 ohm resistance. So for that power, so okay, I can consider it is P1. Now next one is P2. It will obviously consume power and value is I square into R that I can take, and I is your 7 by 2, that square into 4. So 49 upon 4, 4 cancel out. It is 49 watt. right? And 2 ohm source. So for that V3, again it will consume. So we can go for here V square by R. V is fine, okay? V square upon R. And V is your 1. So 1 by 2. 1 square by 2 is 1 by 2. So half watt. So can you see this total? I think this is your 0.5 watt. So if you combine these 3 plus 49 plus 0.5, you will get again 52.5 watt. So you see this 52.5 watt and this 52.5 watt, it's same. So in this case, only one source, this voltage source, is supplying power, and all the other elements, including this current source, they are absorbing power, right? So you have to be careful about the power supplied or consumed. So we understand that resistance will always consume power, and the sources may consume or may deliver power, okay? But at least one source in a circuit should supply the power, and other sources may supply or may consume, but total power supplied by the sources should be same as total power consumed by other elements. That is always true, okay? So if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and please share this video to others. I will be uploading lots of videos regarding electrical circuits or other subjects. Please keep on watching my videos. Thank you.